Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki Jo Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Acharya Stotra Shishimad Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasi Goswami Maharaj ki Ananda Gauri Vaishnava Vrindi ki Namacharya Das Thakur ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindi ki Go Premanande. All gauris assembled devotees, all gauris assembled devotees, always assembled. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna. So, most hearty welcome to Bhagavatam classes.
Thank you.
Most welcome. So, I hope we'll have a very nice journey, a transcendental journey into our different transcendental topics of Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is considered to be a most wonderful, transcendental, and most topmost of all, and most sacred of all the Puranas. There are 18 Puranas, out of which 6 are Sattvic Puranas, 6 Rajoguna, and 6 Tamoguna. I'll post these Puranas according to Gunas in a group, so we can see which are all Puranas which is coming the Sattvic group. Sattvic basically, Srimad Bhagavatam is considered to be Mahapurana, Padma Purana, Vishnu Purana, Narada Purana. These are all Sattvic Puranas. Even among the Puranas, among Sattvic Puranas, Srimad Bhagavatam occupies the topmost post. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the greatest devotee of Srimad Bhagavatam. By the way, if I'm a bit fast, please let me know, because I have a habit of starting slowly, but then as I speak on, I gather pace and speak very fast. So you can tell me whenever I am too quick or not very legible. You can stop me. Then and there. Okay. So this is a great Vaishnava Purana. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Vaishnavanam Priyam. Srimad Bhagavatam Amalam Vaishnavanam Priyam. Amalam means spotless. Spotless means so pure. And Vaishnavanam Priyam. It is very, very dear to all the Vaishnavas. And Srimad Bhagavatam, almost all the commentaries written on Bhagavatam were done by Vaishnavas till last 100 years. So almost you can see from the beginning of Bhagavatam, which was spoken by Shukadeva Goswami to Parishad Maharaj. Actually, in Bhagavatam, you will find 3 different scenarios. Bhagavatam starts with Sudha Goswami addressing the saints of Naimisharanya headed by Shaunaka Rishi, who are assembled there to do 1,000 years satram to mitigate the ills of Kali Yuga, which is going to commence. You can see the backdrop of Srimad Bhagavatam is a junction where Dwapara Yuga has ended and Kali Yuga is going to start. That is about 5,000 years back, after Krishna had gone back to his dham. So, right from the day one, Bhagavatam has been spoken and very popular among the Vaishnavas. And you can see all the great commentaries starting with Sridhara Swami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Vallabhacharya, Jiva Goswami, Vishnu Chakravarti, and then many other acharyas belonging to other Vaishnava paramparas. Yesterday's class I had mentioned 4 paramparas, 4 Vaishnava paramparas. Anybody remembering that?
Sri Parambara, Rudra Parambara.
It's always better to go by order. First, Brahma Parampara, which later became Brahma Gaudiya Parampara, Madhva Brahma Gaudiya Parampara. Then you have Sri Parampara, Rudra Parampara, and Kumara Parampara. So Srimad Bhagavatam, most of the Vaishnavas, most of the commentaries of Srimad Bhagavatam are written by Gaudiya Vaishnavas, but other Vaishnavas like Sri Parampara, Nimberka Parampara, Kumar Parampara, a lot of acharyas from Nimberka Parampara also have written a lot of commentaries. Only for last 100 years, Advaitin philosophers also started writing commentaries on Bhagavatam. But one we have to understand is that Bhagavatam is full of rasa, rasamalayam. When you go deeper into the class. Now today's class basically expands of just general categorization of Srimad Bhagavatam. The expanse of Srimad Bhagavatam means expanse means is very expansive, like from one show to another show. It is expansive and is very deep also. But deep meaning of philosophy of Srimad Bhagavatam can be ascertained or can be known only when we discuss the individual slokas, which will start from next week. So today's class is basically to understand general categorization of Bhagavatam and the topics which is dealt by Srimad Bhagavatam. So Rupa Goswami has included daily listening to Srimad Bhagavatam as a 5 limbs of bhakti. In his famous book, Rupa Goswami, who is a disciple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our parampara, Rupa Goswami. There are 6 Goswamis, because Shad Goswami. They are the first disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna himself, who appeared in Navadvipa in the year 1486. And he displayed so many pastimes. And he was the avatar of Krishna, most merciful, most magnanimous incarnation of Krishna, who spread the Harinam, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Of course, it is mentioned in Kali Sandra Upanishad only. It is a mantra coming from Kali Sandra Upanishad. But it was propagated throughout India by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when Krishna spoke to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharman Paritejya Mamem Sharanam Raja Ham Tam Sarva Bhavebhyo Mokshayishyami Mashuja, the 66th verse of 18th chapter. When he spoke that, actually the meaning is surrender unto me and I will save you from all the karmic reactions. Don't worry. But he did not tell Arjuna how to surrender. So how to surrender? Krishna himself appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and taught us how to surrender to Krishna. So that is one reason of appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are other reasons when we that will discuss in other classes. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had basically, and in the beginning 6, there are a lot of associates Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but disciples, the big 6 disciples, which are commonly known as Shad Goswami. Goswami means, Go means senses, Swami means controller. So word Goswami means one who is a controller of senses. That means one who can control his senses, and that's a sage. Only highly transcendental persons can control the senses. We are all Go Dasas. We are controlled by senses, while Goswamis control the senses. The first step of spiritualism is to how to control the senses. So Shad Goswamis headed by Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami. Sanatana Goswami is the elder brother of Rupa Goswami, and Jiva Goswami is their nephew. Then Gopala Bhatta Goswami, Raghunatha Bhatta Goswami, and Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. There are 6 Goswamis, and they have written so many wonderful works on Bhakti Yoga. So many books they have written. And the present Vrindavan which you are seeing is totally excavated by these 6 Goswamis. Vrindavana, which is a pastime of Krishna, the transcendental pastime of Krishna, was there in 5,000 years, but after some time, due to a havoc of time, it went to Vismriti. And then after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, he instructed Shad Goswamis to excavate all those places. And now the present Vrindavan, if you have, I don't know whether how many persons, how many devotees in this group have been there. You've seen so many pastime places of Krishna, which are all excavated by these Goswamis. And they have written so many books. And Rupa Goswami says, a daily reading of Srimad Bhagavatam is a must of the 5 limbs of devotion. In the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu written by Rupa Goswami, he mentions 64 limbs of devotion, Bhakti. Out of that, 5 are very important. First is chanting, daily hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam, Satsanga, deity worship, and Dham visit. These are the 5. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is so important that you have to hear it daily. In Bhagavatam itself says, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavatam beginning itself says how you should listen to Bhagavatam. You should read daily, not Saptahams. Daily you should listen to Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is compiled by the literary incarnation of Krishna, is none other than Vedavyas. Vedavyas has written this wonderful Purana, Mahapurana, towards a fag end of his life, when he was totally mature. In the 5th chapter of the 1st canto, the backdrop of how Srimad Bhagavatam came into being is described in detail. Vedavyas, after compiling the Vedas, writing 108 Upanishads, Vedanta Sutras, and writing 17 Puranas, and Idihasa, Mahabharata, he was not satisfied. He was depressed. Then his Guru came. Who is the Guru of Vedavyas? Who is the Guru?
Guru.
Guru is Narada, Sri Narada. Sri Narada is the Guru of and Narada told him that you have described everything full. You have described Purusharthas. You have described Moksha. You have described Upanishads very nicely. But you have not described Achyuta, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom everything has come. You are not describing full. So therefore, you now described Achyuta or Krishna in full, and so that people who are still aspiring for transcendence, not able to achieve it, will be greatly helped by this Purana. So Vedavyas wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is compared to a ripened fruit of desire tree. In the 3rd verse of the 1st chapter of 1st canto, you find that Nigama Kalpadaro. Nigama Kalpadaro. Nigama means Vedas. Kalpa means desire tree. Taro. Kalpadaro means desire tree. And is considered as a ripened fruit of Vedic tree. Now, Srimad Bhagavatam has got, now let's go into the structure of Bhagavatam. We'll see the structure of Bhagavatam. How many cantos are there in Bhagavatam?
12 cantos, Prabhuji.
Yes, correct. There are 12 cantos. How many chapters? 335 chapters are there, spread over these 12 cantos, 335 chapters, and 18,000 shlokas. Now, we'll go to expanse of Srimad Bhagavatam. There's a flow of events. Purana actually is katha only, episodes, pastimes of Krishna and his devotees. So there's a flow of events, but this flow is not according to the chronological order. It is according to the topics which is discussed in Bhagavatam, which will come to later. You may be sometimes confused why it is not given in chronological order. We are all used to chronological order. Any novel, any Purana we find, everything is done in chronological order. Year-wise, month-wise, date-wise. But Bhagavatam is not like that. The order depends on the context of the pastimes. The flow of events is determined by the context of pastimes. And you'll find so many repetition in Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhakti Yoga is repeated almost all the cantos and all the chapters. Of course, Srimad Bhagavatam deals with other Vedic aspects. Jnana Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. Everything is discussed. But thrust, emphasis, direction is predominantly to Bhakti Yoga. And Bhakti Yoga is repeatedly repeated by pure devotees. Aspirations of pure devotees. Prithvi Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Bhishma, Kundi, everyone, they are only interested listening, hearing the glories of Krishna, Shravanam Kirtanam. So Bhagavatam describes the devotional services as Navadha. Navadha. How many of the devotees know what is Navadha? The 10 process of the 10 items of bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. So out of this, Shravana and Kirtana are most important. Prithvi Maharaj says that please give me 1 million years to listen to the glories of Krishna. 2 years are not sufficient for me. I want 1 million of years. So I can again listen to the nectar in pastimes of Krishna. Let this nectar flow to my ears and come to my heart. Same is repeated by Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj said, I only want your seva only. I want your service. So I don't want anything else except your service. Nothing else, my dear Krishna. So there are so many episodes over the 12 cantos. You'll find so many episodes are there pertaining to Krishna and his devotees. But the essence is same. Essence is same. In Bhagavad Gita also you'll find so many repetition, only. That is because we are conditioned souls, we need so many repetitions to come out of a conditioning. Even after so much repetition, still we are stuck to all habits of sense gratification. So Krishna and the acharyas and spiritual masters continuously they repeat the same thing all over again, but in a from different angles, not from the same angle, but different angles, in 2 different episodes spread out. Now the concepts which is dealing with Srimad Bhagavatam, we have all that philosophical truth, absolute truth, the Bhagavan concept, Brahman concept, Virat Roop, expansion, Paramatma conception. Everything is there, everything presented. Especially in the second canto, you will find this. Then how the presentation of Bhagavatam, verse-wise, especially our Srila Prabhupada. Yes, everybody now appreciates Srila Prabhupada. His foremost commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam is given by Srimad Prabhupada. What is the structure of this presentation? First, the slokas are given. The original verse is given in Sanskrit. Then the transliteration is given to help us to pronounce it correctly. You will find this that transliteration quote at the end of the book, the method how it should be pronounced. And every canto, even Bhagavad Gita also, towards the end, you will find this. So transliteration. Then comes Padacheda and Sandhi Vicheda. Padacheda and Sandhi Vicheda. How the compound words are split. Vicheda. Cheda, Vicheda. Sandhi and Pada. Like for example, say, in Srimad Bhagavatam, you will say that so many shlokas, let's say, Savai Pumsa Paro Dharmo Yadho Bhakti Adokshaje. So some words will be compound and be put together. Then you have to break it. Sa Vai Pumsa Para Dharma Yadha Bhakti Adokshaje. Like that we go. After Sandhi Vicheda or Padacheda, synonyms. Synonyms. Synonyms means Vakyartha. Vakyartha. Then you find Vakyartha. Every word will be word by word meaning. It's called synonyms. And then you will find Vakti Yojana. What is Vakti Yojana? Vakti Yojana means pro-centering the poetry. No, the shlokas in poetry only. Vakti Yojana, to put it very simply, means translation. Now, poetry, you'll find that it is not like prose. Like, for example, let's take a Bhagavad Gita slokam. Yesterday we have discussed. Idam yogam miva swam abravi aham avyam. Sorry, idam miva swam yogam proktavanaham avyam. Listen. Now, actually, what is actually? Idam avyam yogam aham vivaswan proktavan. I spoke to Vivaswan, son God, this imperishable science. So Bhakti Yoja means translation. Because here, Anvaya, if you are doing, you've seen Prabhupada, he gives order of the poetry only. He is doing the Bhakti Yojana, an order of the poetry, of the sloka only. But we find for Malayalam, like in our Malayalam translation of given by Nalapata Balamani Amma, she does Anvayam according to meaning. Now, what happens? The danger is that you may have derived some meaning out of these words. Then you will give the Anvayam as per your understanding. This is not the proper way. Srila Prabhupada has given us the right way how to do this translation, or we call the Bhakti Yojana. Now, last one is called Vigraha. Vigraha. Vigraha means, generally means meaning for compound words. Like for example, in Sanskrit, most of the words have got many meanings. They said that even 20 meanings per word. For Atma, for example, Atma. Now you have to give the Vigraha according to context term. For example, the word Atma, an Acharya called Medini is a very advanced scholar in grammar. He has given 8 definitions, 8 meanings to Atma. Atma pumsa sabhavo bhi prayantaha manorabi gridavabi manishanam charira brahmanobi. Atma means Purusha. Atma pumsa. Pumsa means Purusha, means Jiva. Jiva means we are Jivas. Mean Atma, first meaning of Atma is given as Jiva. Atma pumsa sobhava. Sobhava means nature. Prayanta means fire. Mana means mind. Drida means determination. Manisha means understanding. Sharira means body. And Brahmana means super Brahman. Now, for example, take the 4th or 6th verse of Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter. Krishna says, Ajo visan avyayatma bhudanam isharo visan pradim samadhishtaya sambhavami atmamaya. Now he is avyayatma. There is a word avyayatma. Now we know if you take atma in this context as soul or jiva, Jiva, everyone knows, is Avya only. So there are so many verses in the Bhagavad Gita. When Sankhya starts the 12th chapter, 2nd chapter, from verses 11 to 30, the difference between body and the Jiva is given. Body and spirit is given. In that, it is very clear. Avinashi tu tadviri yena sarvamedam tadam vinasham avyayasya. Vinasham avyaya means imperishable or indestructible. So by the nature, the jiva or the soul is imperishable or indestructible. So if you say avyayatma, then that is a unnecessary addition. Atma itself means imperishable. So why you say avyayatma? So that means that context we can understand this avya means body only. Sorry, this atma here in this context is body. Avyayatma means imperishable body. Now the in our case, our body is perishable. Our Atma is imperishable, but our body is perishable. But Krishna's case, there is no difference between his Atma and body. Both are imperishable. There is Ajo visan. I am not born, but I have got an imperishable. So, according to the context, yeah, that is very important because all the acharyas will give different meanings according to the philosophy which they are following. The Advaita acharyas will give one meaning. Vaishnavas will give another meaning. So based on that, there will be always some debate going on between Vaishnavas and Advaitas. Vaishnavas following the Bhakti Yoga and Advaitas following the Jnana Yoga. So Vigraha means generally the meaning, giving the meaning of compound words. The purpose should be understood. When you do the Vigraha, the purpose with what intention the speaker has spoken this verse should be understood very properly. Then only you can do the proper Vigraha. Then Tarka. In the purport, you'll find Tarka. Debates will be there. That's quite natural. So this is a structure of Bhagavad Gita as far as presentation of shlokas are concerned. Now, let us move on to the cantos as such. Previously, I mentioned how many cantos are there?
12, Prabhuji.
Yes, Maharaja, correct. 12 points. And these are considered to be the limbs of the 12 cantos of Bhagavatam are considered as a different limbs of Krishna. This is given in Padma Purana. In Padma Purana, you'll find the first 6 chapters of Padma Purana is explanation of Bhagavatam only. It's earmarked for Bhagavatam. So in Padma Purana says, Pado Yedo Prathama Didiyo. The first and second, Pradama Didiyo means the first and second cantos of Bhagavatam are the lotus feet of Krishna. Pado Yedeyo Pradama Didiyo. Tridiya Turiyo Kadida Uru. Uru means thrice. Pradama and Tridiya and Turiya. Turiya means 3 and 4. So the third and fourth canto are considered the thighs of Krishna. Navistada Panjamaya Shashto. The fifth canto is the navel region of Krishna. And the sixth is the chest of Krishna. Bhunjanram do yuglo tadhanyo. Arms. 7th and 8th canto are the arms of Krishna. Kandastu Rajan Navamo. The neck is the 9th chapter, 9th canto. Mukharavindam Dashama Prafullam. The 10th canto is a beautiful smiling face of Krishna. Ega Dasho Yasya Taladapadam, the forehead. 11th chapter is 11th canto is a forehead. And Shirobi Dwadasha Evabhar. Shiro. The head is a 12th canto. So the first and second canto are the lotus feet of Krishna. Third and fourth are the thighs of Krishna. Fifth is the navel region. Sixth is the chest. Seventh and eighth are the limbs of Krishna. Ninth is the throat or the neck. 10th is a smiling face. 11th is a forehead. And 12th is a head. So the Padma Purana then states, Tam Adideva Karunanidhanam Tamalavarnam Suhitavaranam Abara Samsara Samudra Sedum Bhajame Bhagavada Surubam. So Krishna is acts as Bhagavada Surubam. Krishna here is stated as a Bhagavata Surubam. He is the form of this absolute truth in the form of Bhagavan. Absolute truth is defined as Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. And Krishna is the Bhagavat Surubam, which contains both Brahma as well as Paramatma. And Puran Vyasa says, I bow down to that Lord. I bow down to Tat Adidevam Karunamidan, who is very merciful. And because of his mercy only, what happens? And it's Tamala Varna. Tamala means Tamala tree. If you go to Vrindavan, you find so many trees which is the color of Tamala. It's a Tamala tree's color is exactly the color of Krishna. Bluish black. Or you can say in a rainy, in a cloudy sky, if you find bluish tinges, say that is the exact color of Krishna. Actually, nobody can really define the color of Krishna. We'll say black, then somebody will say blue. So actually, the color of Krishna is the hue, the hue that is given to color is actually Tamala Vrksha. Abara Samudra, Abara Samsara Samudra Sedum. Sedum means bridge. Abara means very deep. Samsara Sagara means our conditioned life. The ocean. And then I worship him. So that is Puran states of Krishna. And since Bhagavan is not different from Lord Krishna, he is called the Grandhavadara of Krishna. Grandhavadara of Krishna. Bhagavan is a Grandhavadara of Krishna. Just like one takes the darshan of deity of Krishna gradually from the lotus feet to the face. Now, if you go to temple, how you should worship Krishna. It's you start from the lotus feet only. You don't directly look at the face. You start from the feet, then slowly move up his thighs, then his navel region, chest, his neck, and then the face. Like that, you have to go through the Srimad Bhagavatam verse by verse, chapter by chapter, canto by canto. Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada is very, very strict on this. He's repeatedly saying, you cannot jump. Everyone has a tendency to jump to the 10th canto. Especially the the 5 chapters from 29 to 33. Pancharasadhyaya, it's called Pancharasadhyaya. Rasadhyaya means pertaining to the Gobi dancing. Dancing in Gobis. That is described in 5 chapters. So that is in the 10th canto. So our tendency is to jump to the 10th. So Srila Prabhupada says, no, you have to start from the first chapter of the first canto, then move up slowly. Then only all our here repeatedly, and we'll discuss in the last verse. Throughout the Bhagavatam, the materials way of sense gratification is rejected every time, and the Hari Leela, pastimes of Krishna, is always praised. Then only our kalmasha, the polluted mentality, polluted consciousness will be eradicated completely. At that time only, we can really understand the transcendental nature of the rasa dance performed by Krishna with gopis. Otherwise, we'll feel it as a lusty thing. So he says, Krishna says, the only qualification one needs to study this great book of transcendental science is to proceed step by step, cautiously, and not jump forward haphazardly with as an ordinary book. It should be done through chapter by chapter, one. Preface to Srimad Bhagavatam. If you read the first canto preface, you will find this quotation from Srila Prabhupada. So these are the 12 cantos of Bhagavatam. Now, what are the topics that is dealt in Srimad Bhagavatam? Srimad Bhagavatam deals with 10 transcendental topics. Most of many Puranams deal with so many topics, but none has as many as 10 as Bhagavatam has. So the 10 topics, it is given in the second canto, chapter 10, verse 1. Second canto, chapter 10, verse 1. Atra sargo visargoscha sthanam poshanamudaya manundra isanugado nirodho muktirashraya. Atra sarga visarga sthanam poshanam uti manvantwaram ishanukadha nirodha mukti ashraya. These are the 10 topics. I'll just give you the brief meaning of all these topics. Sarga is actually the universal creation by Supreme Lord. Now, most of us as an understanding, if you see the Trimurtis, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, Brahma is accepted as a creator. But actually, Brahma is not the original creator. The elements of creation is actually energy of Krishna. It is energy. The 24 elements, we will find Bhagavad Gita, there are 24 material elements, which is accepted as a external energy or Bhiranga Shakti of Krishna. Shveda Shodra Maharshi says, Parasya Shakti Vividhe Vashuvede. The para means the Supreme. Supreme Krishna has got innumerable energies. Out of that, 3 energies are very important. Group together: external energy, internal energy, and marginal energy. In Bhagavad Gita, we'll study this in detail. So, external energy, which is forming the universes which we see here, is deriving from the external energy of Krishna. So, Sarga means universal creation by the Supreme Lord. Universal creation. Then Visarga is a secondary creation by Lord Brahma. Using these ingredients, he has constructed the creation. He started with all the bodies. So you find 84 lakhs of species. Padma Purana speaks about 84 lakhs of species. The jivas, means we can say this is called species. There are, we'll say, 11, sorry. Yeah. 11 lakhs of aquatics, 9 lakhs of reptiles, 20 lakhs of plants and trees, 30 lakhs of animals, and 4 lakhs of men, put together 84 lakhs. Now, the bodies of these species are constructed out of the 24 elements by Brahma. So that is called Visarga. Then Sthanam, third is Sthanam, positioning of divinities in various planetary systems. In our Brahmanda, there are 14. In our present Brahmanda in which we are living, there are 14 planets. Like that, there are trillions and trillions and trillions of universes and Brahmandas. So, Sthana means position, and it is filled with all the living entities. The modern science, till now, till today, they have been saying that only life is existing only in Earth. Now they are saying there's possibility is there, yes, possibility is there that life could be in Mars also. But Srimad Bhagavatam or our Vedas always very strictly hold this position that all the universe is full of living entities. It's not the Brahma or the universe. Every universe is filled with living entities. And how they are positioned according to the karma, and how they are positioned is called sthanam. This is the third topic under discussion in Srimad Bhagavatam. The fourth one is poshanam. Poshanam means Lord's protection of devotees. We'll run through this now. Poshanam. The fifth one is uti. Uti means inclination to act. The natural tendency of living entities to act, do the karma. And that karma, uti, that is depending on inclination. Inclination can be auspicious or inauspicious. We'll discuss it later. Uti. Then the sixth topic is Manvantara, the reign of Manus. We'll come to it later. Seventh is Ishanukatha. Ishanukatha means topics of Lord's various incarnations and his devotees. We know that there are lots of incarnations. In the first canto, third chapter, speaks about 22 incarnations of the Supreme. 22 incarnations. We are familiar with 10 incarnations, Dashavadara. It is not so. There are millions and trillions of avataras, and 22 avataras as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, the third chapter of first canto. Ishanukada. Then Nirodha. Nirodha means annihilation. 9 is Mukti. Mukti is liberation. And 10 is Ashraya. Ashraya means a supreme shelter, Lord Vishnu. So all these are very important topics, source of knowledge for human beings, summarized in above categories, and are described in various degrees of emphasis and analysis throughout Srimad Bhagavatam. Although all these topics are spread throughout Bhagavatam, each of these topics is more vividly described in specific cantos. Like all these 10 topics you will find spread across cantos, but in certain cantos, specific topics discussed. That will come to it. The purpose of the first 9 topics, starting from Sarga to Mukti, is to describe, understand the 10th topic, which is called Ashraya Tattva. So that means that all the 9 topics discussed are to understand who is Krishna. That is why it is very important that you should study all the cantos before coming to 10th canto. The first 9 topics deal with Krishna's various energies, expansions, his majesty, his greatness. And the 10th one, the 10th canto, deals with personal dealings with devotees, his personal features. So you'll find that first, the greatness of the Supreme is explained in 9 cantos. Then the sweet nature of Krishna is described in the 10th canto. So devotees have got two, Aishwarya, and in devotion, we'll speak about Aishwarya Bhava and Madhurya Bhava. To really release the Madhurya Bhava, you should first understand how great Krishna is, how great God is. Unless you know how great God is, you will not have an interest to have a relationship with Krishna. And the relationship with Krishna is based on rasas. This is called Madhurya. To understand that, you should know the greatness of Krishna, which is described in the 9 cantos. Madhurya Bhava is most important, but to release this Madhurya Bhava, you should understand the greatness and the majestic features. So, now let's see, we have described the 12 cantos, and 12 cantos are the various limbs of Krishna. Now, just try to connect, then you have discussed the 10 topics. Now, how it is connected, how these 10 topics are discussed in these 12 cantos, we'll just see that, then we'll finish today's class. The first and second canto are considered to be the lotus feet of Krishna. We have already explained that. Actually, they form a prologue, introduction to Bhagavad. Many key philosophical concepts and many prominent characters are discussed in the first canto. We'll find Pandavas, Bhishma, Kundi, Shukadeva Goswami, Sudha Goswami, Shaunaka Rishi, Parishit Maharaj. See, all the prominent characters in Bhagavatam, you'll find the first and second canto, and the philosophical concepts are also be basically, as we know, the supreme bhakti is devotion only. In the beginning, Sudha Goswami describes the history of Bhagavatam, which you have mentioned is in the fifth chapter of first canto, and the birth and activities of Parishit Maharaja, and the exclusive dependence of devotees like Uttara, Bhishma, Kundi on Krishna, Pandavas. And Shukadeva Goswami describes the supremacy of Krishna Bhakti while presenting other persons of Vedic concepts in the second canto. Then in second canto, you'll find the famous Chaudish Shloka. It's called Chaudish Shloki. The 4 verses. Chaudish Shloki Bhagavatam is called the 4 seed verses of Bhagavatam. We'll have several classes on Chaudish Shloki itself when you come to second canto. It's very important. This is spoken by Vishnu to Brahma. How to start creation. It's very famous as known as Chaudish Shloki Bhagavatam. In the 10th canto, like I said, these topics are discussed. In the 10th chapter of second chapter, the second canto, the 10th chapter of second canto, these topics are discussed, which are from Sarga to Ashaya. The third and fourth cantos are Krishna's, which are that thais. And here, the first 2 topics, Sarga and Visarga, are discussed in the 3rd and the 4th cantos. 3rd canto, you will find embryology, the family life, Sankhya, Bhakti Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and then you time also. The 12th chapter of the 3rd canto describes in full chapter, the time is discussed from the minutest time to mega time. Minutest time is described as 2 rays of sun falling on one space. The time taken for 2 rays of sun to cover a spot. which is calculated as 1 by 4,300 something of a second. 1 by 4,320 something like that. 1 by 4,300 of a second. That is the minutest time. And the mega time is the lifespan of Brahma. And that is calculated as 311 trillion and 40 billion years. 311 trillion and 40 billion years. In Bhagavad Gita, we'll discuss all these things. That is a mega time. So time is also discussed very elaborately in the 12th chapter of 3rd canto. And then the household life of Kardama Muni and Devahudi, teachings of Lord Kabila. This forms the basic concept of the canto. And the 4th canto, it reveals the inspiring instructions of great personalities of Shiva, Suniti, Dhruva, Narada, Anga, Prithu, Prachetas. They are the main characters in the 4th canto. And they are having the favorable attitude, extraordinary devotional attitude to Krishna. And you will find other characters like Daksha, Suruchi, Vena, Parjina Barhishit, who is having not favorable attitude, unfavorable attitude towards Krishna. And then how these unfavorable attitudes are converted to favorable attitudes. That is good. Like for Indra, the beginning, didn't have a favorable attitude. Didi did not have a favorable attitude. But towards the end, you'll find they're having favorable attitudes. Then prayers of pure devotees like Prachetas, Dhruva Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj, they uncover the depths of foremost aspiration of a devotee to hear Krishna Katha in association with devotees. You find in Bhagavatam so many glorification of association. Association of devotees is most important for us to advance spiritually. That's why we have in this group. This is actually a satsang. Without satsang, if you are remaining in your house and just reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad Gita, you will not advance. You are here in association of devotees. So the 3rd and 4th canto are the thighs of Krishna, which deals with the 2 topics, Sarga and Visarga. The 5th canto corresponds to lotus level of Krishna. And Sukadeva also continues with the topic of Visarga and describes dynasties of Priyavrata. You find the 4th canto and 4th canto onwards, you find the dynasties. So many dynasties, starting with the first Manu, that is Swayambhuva Manu. The first Manu is the day of Brahma. We will describe it now. And the dynasties which is coming forth from this Manu will be described in the 4th and 5th canto and all the cantos. So Visarga will be continuing. And the Prithvi Maharaj, then Priyavrata Maharaj, his descendants are, you'll find the 5th canto, Agnida, Nabhi, Lord Rishabhadeva, who is an incarnation of Krishna. The 22 incarnation I mentioned, Rishabhadeva is one of the 22 incarnations. And his sons Bharata, King Bharata, I have given 2-3 chapters for Bharata. 3 lives Bharata is having. One as a king, second life as a deer, and third one as a dumb person of Brahmana. So we'll find this is the first half of canto. This is all this. The second half discusses the global. This is called the next topic is called Sthana. So we have Sarga, Visarga, and 3rd chapter is Sthana. Sthana is, what is that? Description of the universes. That will come the second half of the 5th canto. Parishad Maharaja is asking, requesting Shukadeva Goswami, please describe this, because he wants to know the greatness of Krishna. So he gives the details of all this globe, the planets in this Brahmanda, and the living entities living in that planets. And towards the end, you will find description of 24 hellish planets also. 24 hellish planets. So that is the fifth canto. The sixth canto is a chest of Krishna, which is dealing with the topic called Poshana, protection. When you protect someone, you just embrace it like this, no? So it's a chest. So Poshana means protection, which is coming in sixth chapter, is accepted as a chest of Krishna. Sorry, sixth chapter and sixth canto. Sorry, sixth canto. Sixth canto is considered as a chest of Krishna, and the topic is the Poshana, protection. It starts with Ajamala. Glorification of name is there in the beginning of sixth canto. The Ajamala episode is appearing there. Then later, Shukadeva Goswami will again explain Visarga, the continuation of these dynasties. And the protection given to Indra. In that part, you will find the glorification of Vritasura. Vritasura is glorified as a great devotee of Krishna. And Vritasura's previous life was as King Chitraketu. In Chitraketu, you will find they are describing the insubstantial nature of matter and relationships. We will discuss that. Srila Prabhupada has written a book called Second Chance with his dealing with this episode of Chitraketu. So this is the Poshana means the care of devotees, the care of Krishna for reclaiming his devotees. That is called Poshana. That is coming the sixth canto. And the seventh canto, eighth canto is the arms of Krishna. And that is dealing with Uti. Uti means seventh chapter, seventh canto is dealing with Uti. Uti means what was that? Uti means inclination, aspiration to perform acts which can be pious or impious. Uti means inspiration, tendency, inclination. So everyone has got an inclination to do something. And that inclination may be auspicious or may be inauspicious. So you'll find that mainly in the first half, or almost up to 10 chapters, Prahlad Maharaja is describing great detail. You find the Narasimha glorification. You find so many topics later in Shuddha Bhakti. Shuddha Bhakti is given a prominent place in the first half of seventh canto. And the second half, you'll find some mixed devotion when you are dealing with the Varnashrama system. Seventh canto, towards the end, you'll find the Varnashrama system, where there is a mixed devotion, bhakti mixed with karma and jnana. That is called mixed bhakti. Pure devotion is pure devotion. Mixed devotion means devotion mixed with karma yoga and jnana yoga. That you will find towards the end. So that is called, seventh canto is called Uti. Uti means inclination. And eighth canto represents the theme called Manyontara. Manyontara means the reign of Manus. In the day of Brahma, 14 Manus appear. The day of Brahma is accepted, is otherwise called Kalpa. Kalpa. Kalpa means 1000 Chaturyuga comprised of one Kalpa. Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. This is called Chaturyuga. And the duration of Chaturyuga is calculated as 43.20 lakhs. 43.20 lakhs. Like that, 1000 Chaturyuga, which means the duration will be 432 crores of years. That is considered as a day of Brahma. Previously, we mentioned that. What is the lifespan of Brahma? We mentioned the lifespan of Brahma, no? While you're discussing the time. How many years Brahma will live? 311 trillion years. 311 trillion years. So 1 day of Brahma is equal to 432 crores, and night of Brahma is also 432 crores. So during the day of Brahma, 14 Manus appear, which means roughly 71 Chaturayugas, 71, 72 Chaturayugas per Manu, or in terms of years, maybe 31, 32 crores. So starting with Swayambhuva Manu, up to a present Manu, which is Vivaswan, Vaivasvata Manu, and then after Vivasvata, another 7 Manus will follow. So which is basically past, present, and future. So Srimad Bhagavatam basically deals with one kalpa of Brahma, actually. But before that also, so creation was a past tense, but Bhagavatam is now contained in this one day, starting from Swayambhuva Manu. So Manodra means a reign of Manus, and that you'll find 6 types of main persons in Manu. First is Manu, sons of Manu, Indra, demigods, then Sapta Rishis, and then incarnation of Lord. Different incarnation of Lord during the time of one Manu. So all this change. So again, Indra will be there in one Manundra, then that will change. So like that, in one Manundra, there will be one Manu, then his sons. Then you will find Indra is there, demigods are there, 7 sages are there, Saptarishis, and then one incarnation. Like in one incarnation, you'll find in the 8th canto, you'll find Gajendra Moksham, Samudra Mandan, Bali Maharaj, deliverance, Vamana. So in Gajendra Moksham, when incarnation of Krishna is coming, in Samudra Mandan also, an incarnation is coming, then Vamana is coming, that is also incarnation of Krishna. Then Malsya Avadara, towards the end, you'll find Malsya Avadara also. So Manundra means what happened during the reign of one Manu. Like that, there are 14 Manus. So Bhagavatam is happening at the time of Vaivasa Manu, present time. Now, after Vaivasa Manu, there are another 7 Manus who are also described. Who will be the next 7 Manus, and who will be the demigods, who will be Indra, who will be the Sapta Rishis, everything is given there. That is coming the 8th canto. 9th canto represents the throat or the neck of Krishna, and that topic is Ishanukata. Ishanukata means and describe the stories of various devotees, the topics of Lord and his devotees. And you will find 2 dynasties, Sun dynasty and Moon dynasty. Sun dynasties and Moon dynasty. The prominent Sun dynasty are Suddhimna, Ambarisha, Sagara, and our Sri Ramachandra is also coming in the Surya dynasty. And the Chandra dynasty, you will find kings like Pururuva, Yayadi, Yadi, Yadu. Then Krishna himself coming. Towards the end of 9th chapter, 9th canto, Krishna is coming. And the 9th canto is describing Ishanukatha. Then the 10th canto is the Supreme Bonum. It describes the personal appearance of Krishna, his personal dealings with devotees, his most dearest devotees spread and in different places, Vrindavana, Mathura, and Dwaraka. The first 40 chapters, this is the longest canto containing 90 chapters. The first 40 chapters is exclusively Vrindavan pastimes. 41 to 50 is Mathura pastimes. Then 51 to 90 pastimes in Dwaraka. His reciprocity, amazing reciprocation of love with devotees. And his compassion to inimical devotees, asuras. Asuras are given liberation. Whichever devotees, whichever demons have been killed by Krishna, they instantly achieve liberation. That is the compassion of Krishna. So these are the most worthiest of subject matters. Ashaya is the most worthiest, and that is the 10th chapter, and that is the Mukharavinda of Krishna. The 11th canto, it corresponds to the forehead of Krishna, and it contains the disappearance of Krishna, destruction of Hindu dynasty. Then you will find philosophical discussion with Nimi Maharaj and the Navad Yogendras. Then Krishna Uddhava dialogues, Samvada. Krishna Uddhava Samvada spread over many chapters. All this you'll find in the 11th canto, which is called Mukti. And the last one is 12th canto. 12th canto responds Krishna's forehead head is called Nirodha. Nirodha means destruction. So 12th canto, 4 types of destruction are mentioned. 4 types. Nitya, Naimitiga, Prakritika, Atyantika. These are the 4 types of pralaya. Nitya means everything, every material object which is perishing every moment, like a blade of grass or worm, then whatever you find, which is perishing every second, that is also called pralaya. Pralaya means destruction. These bodies are getting destroyed. That is pralaya, nitya pralaya. Naimitika pralaya means the destruction that happens at the end of the day of Brahma. Like we have mentioned the Kalpa, day of Brahma. At the end of Brahma, a destruction which destroys the planets up to Satyaloka, that is described in the, that is called the Naimitika pralaya, destruction of the planets. The third one is Prakritika. Prakritika pralaya destruction is the destruction that happens after the lifespan of Brahma. When the Brahma dies, then the destruction of complete universes take place, and that universal destruction is called Prakritika. The last one is called Atyantika. Atyantika means the destruction of the ego of the living entity, which gives him liberation. So these are all great destructions or changes. The small losses we face in our daily life is nothing compared to these kind of destructions. And that destruction is called Nirodha, which is contained in the 12th canto. So like that, the structure of Bhagavad is there, the 12 cantos, and these are the main topics which is discussed in the Bhagavatam. And find in the 12th canto, towards the end of 12th canto, you will find the glorification or authenticity of Bhagavatam. We'll just recite 2 verses and then finish this. Verse number 11 and 12 of the 13th chapter. 13th chapter is last chapter of the 12th canto. 12th canto is the last canto. 13th chapter is the last chapter. Here he says, Adi Madhyavasana Avasaneshu Vairakyana Samyudam Hari Leela Gadavrada Pritanandida Satsuram Sarva Vedanta Saram Yat Brahmaiga Dharmatmegava Lakshanam Vastu Adi Advaitam Vastu Advidiyam Tannishtam Kaivalyaga Prayojanam Adi Madhya Avasaneshu Vairagya Akhyana Samyugam. From the beginning to the end, Bhagavatam is full of narrations that encourage renunciation of material life. Vairagya Akhyana Samyudam. Right from beginning to end, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam completely focuses on renouncing the material activities and material enjoyment. Then what? Hari Leela Kada Vrada Vidanandita Satsuram. Glorification or singing the tributes, singing the glories of Krishna, which is so pleasing for the sages and the Suras. Sarva Vedanta Saram Yad Brahma Atmega Lakshanam. The whole essence of Veda is Bhagavatam only. The subject matter is absolute truth, which is identical to spirit soul. It's not different from spirit soul. And the ultimate reality is one without a second. Vastu Advidiyam. Vastu means ultimate reality. Advidiyam means one without a second. And the goal of the literature is exclusive devotional service to Supreme Truth. Kaivalyiga Prayojanam. Kaivalya means exclusive devotion. Exclusive devotion to whom? To the Supreme, and that is the Prayojana. So on Bhagavatam, like last class I mentioned, in Vedanta Sutra, the three topics are Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. Sambandha means establishing a relationship with the Supreme. Abhideya means acting on that relationship, which is devotional service. And Prayojana means the goal, the final goal, which is Krishna Prema. So the first three verses of Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, starting from Janmadhyasya, the first three verses are discussing these topics. And many shlokas in Bhagavatam, 10th canto, you'll find these three topics are discussed. So this Bhagavatam is glorified by all the saints of Vaishnavas. And the study of Bhagavatam done in line with the explanation of bona fide Vaishnavacharyas gives a sincere reader an unparalleled understanding of absolute truth. So fortunate are those who effectively utilize their valuable time to release this condensed nectar. And the 15th verse of this last chapter says, Sarva Vedanta Saram Hi Srimad Bhagavatam Ishade Tad Samradatriptasya Nanyatra Syad Redi Guji. Vedanta Sari, yes, it is mentioned. Sarva Vedanta Sara, the essence of Vedanta is Bhagavatam only. And one who has felt satisfaction from its material laws will now be attracted anywhere else. Na anyatra syat kudiracha. Jajit kudi. Nowhere. You will not be distracted. If you are taking the nectarine topics of Bhagavatam, enjoying it, relishing it, then you will have no taste left for other subjects or other Puranas or other topics, transcendence. So that is the greatness of Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm very fortunate that our Srila Prabhupada has written a wonderful commentary on this Bhagavatam. So next week onwards, we'll go deep into this verse by verse. We'll study this. Thank you very much. Sorry, we have taken almost 2 hours, but this is the importance of Bhagavatam. I hope you have understood a little. Virinda, how do you feel?
Yes, Prabhuji, I feel fine. Thank you so much for all those insights, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. Any questions on this? Any clarification you need?
Yeah, Prabhuji, just one clarification. I had this in my previous classes, like in Bhagavad Gita class, it was mentioned that the first nectar was recited to Ishvaku, and at some places it says it was recited to Brahmaji. So, which is the right one, Prabhuji?
Bhagavad Gita, you mean Bhagavad Gita?
Yes, yes.
Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, in one of the Bhagavad Gita class. So is it saying that Bhagavad Gita was first recited to Ishvaku, the
No,
sun god?
no. In the fourth
Hare
chapter,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
fourth,
ഞാൻ കടന്നു കേട്ടു അത്ര തന്നെ.
one second. In the fourth chapter itself, the first verse itself, the history background of Bhagavad Gita is explained. He says, Imam Vivasuda Yogam Proktavanaham Avyayam Vivaswan Manave Praha Manu Ikshago Abravid. I spoke this imperishable science first to sun god who is called Vivaswan.
Vivaswan. Oh, sorry. I was saying Ishwaku. I meant Vivaswan. Sorry. Yeah.
From Vivaswan, Vivaswan spoke to Manu. He is called Vaivasudha Manu. And Vaivasudha Manu is the present Manu, who is actually was called Satyavrta Maharaj. But same incarnation, he was Satyavrta Maharaj. Now he is a present Manu. He is called Vaivasudha Manu. And Vaivasudha Manu, he spoke to Ikshagu. And Ikshagu, they belong to this Sun dynasty.
Okay, then why does it say that it was also recited to Brahma? So if you look at the Bhagavad Gita, you see the disciplic, what do you say?
Parampara.
Parampara. So the first one is Brahmaji in Bhagavad Gita. So if it is
Bhagavatam is first, not Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatam was first spoken to Brahma. That is mentioned in the very first verse. Jimmadiyasya Vilas Anveda Surat Tene Brahma Hridaya Adigave. We spoke this first to the Adigavi. Adigavi is Brahma, into heart of Brahma. That is Srimad Bhagavatam.
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Vivaswan first.
Okay. All right, fine. I think I get it. So
Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Sun God and Bhagavatam was spoken to Brahmaji. And then Brahmaji spoke to Narada, Narada to Vyasa, Vyasa to Shukadeva Goswami, and then that comes down.
okay, got it. Yeah. Except that in Bhagavad Gita, I don't know, in this the Bhagavad Gita that I purchased, it was Bhagavad Gita as it is. In that, when you see the parampara, it says well there, I don't know why it says Brahma then. That's why I got a little confused.
No, like that. Anyway, the sense of transcendence first explained first Brahma only.
Okay.
And Bhagavad Gita is also part of transcendence, which was spoken first to Sun God. That's all. But Brahma is the first living entity.
Got it.
Jiva category, the first living entity is Brahma only.
Got it. Yes.
So that means the transcendence, that means the spirituality, the transcendent science was first explained to Brahma.
Okay.
That is coming Srimad Bhagavatam.
Got it. Yeah. Fine, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Doesn't mean that Bhagavatam was spoken to Bhagavatam. It's that the Chadushloki is there. Chadushloki was spoken by Krishna or in the form of Vishnu to Brahma. That is coming the second canto, the Chadushloki.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Right?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. So, Sairija Malji, you have anything? Any clarification need? She was very keen to attend this Bhagavatam class. You're there? Okay, right. Thank you very much. It's almost 10 o'clock. So our Bhagavatam class will start from next Wednesday. Come prepared. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vancha kalpadruvescha prabhasa guriyevcha vedanam pramanimbhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo Namah. And the Gaudiya Vaishnava Vijay Srila Prabhupada